Hello everyone, my name is Jene. Welcome to Diamond Painting Reviews by Jene. Have you often wondered if you were to get a really long canvas, how can you actually work up that canvas without the fear of it actually hitting the ground as you're working on it and preventing it from possibly collecting a bunch of dust or debris, dog hair, you name it? Well, I'm going to show you in this video how I prepare a long canvas and keep it safe and secure as I'm working on that project. So you basically need a few items, and you can pick these items up at your dollar store. And that is a pool noodle, some Velcro, and some sewing pins. So what I'm going to show you is the end result of a smaller pool noodle. And this is what I had with the Great Wall of China, and it worked out really nice. But unfortunately, this is cut out for a size 10 to 20 centimeters wide. So this won't fit the canvas that I'm going to be working with now. So I had to make another adjustment. So what I did is I bought a longer pool noodle and I measured my canvas and I cut it about 20 centimeters longer than the canvas itself. So this one here is the one that we're going to be working with, and this is approximately 80 meters long. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I secure the Velcro to the pool noodle. Now also, just so that you know, I have a really long strip of Velcro underneath my table so that when I'm completed with the pool noodle and I roll everything up, all I have to do is take the pool noodle underneath the table, press it up, and it'll lock in place with that really long piece of Velcro that's currently underneath my table. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to measure the entire width around this pool noodle. So I'm going to take my measuring tape, and this is exactly 20 centimeters around. So my Velcro should be 20 centimeters long. That's inches. That isn't going to be helpful. And it is exactly 20 centimeters long. So the next step I'm going to do is I'm going to take 2 sewing pins and I'm going to lock this in place on the pool noodle. So you're just going to take it and push that down into the center. You're going to wrap the Velcro around your pool noodle, and then you're going to take a second pin right in the center and you're going to press that down. Now at this point, this is just to keep the Velcro from moving around. You're going to want to take your sewing pins and you're going to actually go as close as possible to the edge, and you're going to take the pin and you're going to go into an angle on both sides so it'll crisscross and lock that Velcro securely on the pool noodle. So again, 2 more pins, and we're going to do the same thing right here and in an angle. Now once you have both of these corners locked in, then you can take the pins from the center out. That way it doesn't block the Velcro when you attach it from underneath the table. So now you should be able to take those center pins out and then continue to do the same thing you just did right here. So you're just going to stick the pin at the very edge, angle it, and push the pin down. Now sometimes these pins don't want to really cooperate, and yeah, it makes it really interesting, but I find that doing this really helps lock that Velcro in place. Now, you can purchase Velcro that has the sticky self-adhesive behind it. Unfortunately, I have found that that really doesn't work out very well. The reason for that is you have to take in consideration the weight of the canvas and the weight of the drills on the canvas. And I've done that before thinking, oh, this is an easy peasy way of doing it. The only problem is I found out the hard way that it's not strong enough to hold the canvas and the drills, and it literally will pull off of the pool noodle, or I've even tried using it on my table and it just pulls it off. So if you do get Velcro that has self-adhesive glue on it, the best thing you can do is take that glue off and then super glue the one strip of Velcro under your table, and then use your sewing pins to lock the Velcro on your pool noodle. Alright, so we have all of the sewing pins on the Velcro, so that should help keep that Velcro locked down and ready to go. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to decide what section of the painting we're going to start off first. Now, I like to work on the corners first because, as I said, it's long, you want to be able to roll it up. So in order for me to do that, I'm going to have to work sideways. So instead of the way you see it here, oops, I don't want that to fall. I'll be working on it like this. So we're going to take the canvas, like that, and we're going to put the pool noodle right here. Now the next thing I'm going to do there, so you can see it. It's a really long canvas, guys. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take a couple of my sewing pins and I'm going to crisscross the corners on both ends so that it locks the canvas now on the pool noodle. And that's, of course, if I can get the canvas to cooperate. Here we go. So again, you're going to angle it to the side, down and to the side. Okay, so now that we've got that all ready to go, the next step, just roll it up. Now, as I said, I like to work on this part of the canvas first, and then I'm just going to work my way through. Now, as I'm working on the canvas and progressing through the canvas, there will be another pool noodle on the other side of the table. I can continue to roll the canvas on that pool noodle, and again, keeping the canvas off and away from the floor. So, by saying that, the next step we're going to do is put the light pad underneath the canvas, get set up and ready to go. So that is how I get my canvas protected, safe, and secure while I'm working on the project. That way I don't have to worry about it hitting the floor or picking up any type of dust or debris, and like I said, dog hair. Those of you that have been following me for a while, you know I'm a small dog breeder. And for those of you that are new to the channel, or for those that are just stopping by, this is how I would protect my long canvas from overhanging off of my table and protecting it from actually hitting the floor. This is the best way I can protect my canvas as I'm working on my project. All right, everyone, so the canvas is ready to go. So just before we get started, what I'd like to do is share with you what I'm planning on doing with this canvas. Now, this canvas is a custom canvas. It is a painting that I'm going to be doing for some great people down south in Fort Whyte Way, Mexico. And I want to be able to show them how this painting gets put together. So in doing that, I'm going to be time-lapsing the majority of the progress on this painting. So I hope that you guys will all enjoy that. My plan is not to use music during the time lapse, but to actually read inspirational quotes and poetry and stories. I'm hoping that it is something that you will enjoy and bring some inspiration into your day. So by saying that, everyone, we're going to go ahead and lock this canvas underneath the table and get started with the first time-lapse installment. Now, I also do plan on doing a whip and chat just to share with you some pictures and how our trip went last year to Mexico. It was really great. We had a great time. Stay tuned, everyone, and we'll be right back. A time to believe. To believe is to know that every day is a new beginning, is to trust that miracles happen and dreams really do come true. To believe is to see angels dancing among the clouds, to know the wonder of a stardust sky and the wisdom of the man in the moon. To believe is to know the value of a nurturing heart, the innocence of a child's eyes, and the beauty of an aging hand. For this is through their teachings we learn to love. To believe is to find the strength and courage to lie within us when it's time to pick up the pieces and begin again. To believe is to know that we are not alone, that life is a gift, and this is our time to cherish it. To believe is to know that wonderful surprises are just waiting to happen, and all of our hopes and dreams are within reach, if only we believe. It Takes Courage by an author unknown. It takes strength to be firm. It takes courage to be gentle. It takes strength to conquer. It takes courage to surrender. It takes strength to be certain. It takes courage to have doubt. It takes strength to fit in. It takes courage to stand out. It takes strength to feel a friend's pain. It takes courage to feel your own pain. It takes strength to endure abuse. It takes courage to stop it. It takes strength to stand alone. It takes courage to lean on others. It takes strength to love. It takes courage to be loved. It takes strength to survive. It takes courage to live. A Smile by an author unknown. Smiling is infectious. You catch it like the flu. When someone smiled at me today, I started smiling too. I passed around the corner and someone saw me grin. When he smiled, I realized I passed it on to him. I thought about that smile
then realized its worth, a single smile just like mine could travel around the earth. So if you feel a smile begin, don't leave it undetected. Let's start an epidemic quick, and let's get this world infected. So by saying that, everyone, I'm going to bid you adieu. Thank you for spending some time with me tonight. And remember to stay safe and healthy. So everyone, have a great rest of your day, and we will do this again next week. Take care, everyone, and bye for now.